romantic relationship?
Well, we operate from the premise. When I say we, I mean the Queenly me and I call them the royal family.
Okay.
So it's a democracy here. They're
Okay.
my partners.
Okay.
But we operate from the premise that successful relationships are made up of successful singles.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever life you're cultivating as a single, that is going to be multiplied whenever you get into a relationship. So what you want your relationship to be is what you need to be before the relationship gets there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot like what you said. You need to figure out who you are and be what I like to call a successful single. So that's basically just becoming self aware, becoming aware of what your issues are and dealing with that, dealing with your past, um, pursuing your purpose, and pursuing wholeness just within yourself. And then once somebody else comes into your life, you have a better understanding of who you are so that all you have to do is communicate that to them, and focus your efforts on understanding who they are. A lot of the discord in relationships happens when we don't feel like we're being understood. So instead of being a team and I'm looking out for you, you're looking out for me, we're too busy trying to get you to understand my side when we really didn't take the time to get a full understanding of ourselves in order to effectively communicate that. So I think just being a successful single, you're gonna have a successful relationship. There's no way around it.
That's great. I like that. And once again, it gets back to us looking at ourselves, building up ourselves, getting ourselves right.
There's no way around it.
It's no way. I tell people all the time, people they come and they say, man, they had this checklist. I want a guy. He needs to be 8 feet tall and muscles like Arnold Schwarzenegger and he needs to have an IQ like Elon Musk and all of these things. And I always have to say, but does he want you? Right? It's like, are you the type of person to where when he walked in a room, he would say, "That's my girl."
Yeah. Or better yet, everything on your list is that something you can check off for yourself.
Exactly.
You gotta be the person that you want to be attracted to you.
That's correct. I think that's very important. So now I'm gonna ask you the same question that I asked all of my guests. What was your biggest mistake in your life? And then what was your biggest gain? What was your biggest thing that you say, boom, that was it? What would that be?
My biggest mistake. Now this is gonna be real specific. So when I was in my 5-year relationship, there was a time that I broke up with him and he proposed to me. And he, at the time, he lived across the country.
Mm-hmm.
And so he proposed to me and I moved across the country to be with him. When I got there, he not only broke up with me, but he questioned why I ever thought we were ever in a relationship to begin with. So my biggest mistake was probably putting my life and my goals on hold for someone else.
That's right.
My biggest gain would probably be when I got serious about figuring out what my purpose was.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point when I was trying to end my downward spiral that I really just sat and thought about everything I had been through. And although things were bad, they could have turned out worse.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of questioned, like, how did I make it out of that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
there were so many times where my life should be over by now in a tragic way. So
That's right.
why am I here? And God spoke to me and said that my purpose was my life insurance. And so I went through maybe like a 6-month journey where I really was just asking myself questions and figuring out what I was good at. And I really kind of just cut myself off from everything and everyone and just had that time with me and God so that He could really speak to me about what my purpose was. So that's probably my biggest gain because it just completely turned my life. Just that 6-month, that 6-month period just completely transformed everything.
That's amazing. And I love that quote that you gave too.
Exactly. I'm over here thinking, okay, She don't know this right now, but I already put that on a t-shirt.
Give me my clip.
I know, right?
That's about me.
She said your purpose is your life insurance. Okay, I like that. That's good. So tell people how they can get in touch with you if they want to reach out about you or your services.
You can get in touch with me on queenlyme.com and on Instagram at queenly.me. And you can also go on my personal Instagram at Constance D. Gordon, Gordon. And yeah. Oh, I'm also on YouTube at Constance D. Gordon.
Okay, that's great. Well, we appreciate you having the time to come and sit down with us and discuss all your great things. And Monica
Yes.
and Mr. Harvey, this was a great show. We look forward to getting y'all on here in the next show. We're so excited. Next week we'll be coming back at you again. But once again, from Buckhead, this is J.R. McNair and Velocity Radio. Till next time.
Till next time.